Okay, so good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, right. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Okay, so tonight, good. Thank you very much. Okay, so tonight we will talk about this a very interesting topic. How can we make use of AI to design product and services? Okay, so I believe every entrepreneur, they would like to create a wonderful product meet the market demand, right? So tonight our main topic is looking into the product design, and we will look at the different type of design and cover the creativity, right? Yeah. So first of all, if you look at the era, okay, today era on the entrepreneurship, we see the advanced technology improvement, also the application of AI into the product and design, okay, in modernizing the whole industry. So we agree that the AI, by automating process, enhancing user insight, and customer service engagement, right? So then we're able to enable a lot of very interesting AI approach for design, something like the predictive design decision. AI systems are not only expertise the product development cycle, but also driving a more customer-centric approach. Okay, yeah. So we look at the detail how AI can improve the intelligent innovation, particular in the integrated in the product and design, right? So we will also look at the historical context of AI in design, deep into detail about current application and methodology. Okay, yeah. So let's look at that. Okay, so yes, technology advancement, right? So in this era, the infusion of AI technology powered by AI transforming the way company approach creativity, development, and customer engagement. So by automating the process, enhancing user insight, then we're able to enable the predictive solution, right? So remember, AI system is not only expertising the product development cycle, but also drive a more customer-centric approach. So in this slide, we will provide a very detailed exploration into how the intelligent innovation, particularly AI, is integrated into product design, right? So first, we will look at the historical context of AI in design. We look at the application methodology and consider the special case that demonstrates successful integration, and we explore future trends and also ethical consideration. Okay, how does it shape the landscape? Whether you are a designer, product manager, entrepreneurs, right, or simply interested in technology, then we hope that we will offer you a insight to how intelligent innovation is reshaping the design environment. So today, AI can generate multiple design options. Very interesting, right? It's not only one design. They can generate many different options based on the user preferences and also historical data. So we can ensure that design are not only innovative, but also optimizing for performance and the user satisfaction. Because different users nowadays, they have different expectations. So it's very complicated, right? So the best is using AI to customize them. Then in this shift towards the data-driven design has enabled company to remain agile, quickly adapting to market demand and emerging trends. Right. Yeah. So if you look at the historical perspectives, the journey of AI in design can trace back in the early experiment, back into mid 20th century. Initially, computer-aided design, we got CAD, right? A lot of us, we have been using CAD. Then the tools have been assisting the engineer, architect in drafting technical drawing and with the greater precision. So the CAD have been used for a long time. But over the time, this tool evolved into complicated system that incorporate early form of machine learning and rule-based logic. Okay, so that is actually is the beginning. And as the power of the computer, and so we improved the capability of the design tools. So in the 1980 and 1990, the algorithm began to support not only the drafting process, but also simulation, optimization. Right? So with the simulation, the designer can simulate stress tests and able to look at different parameters. So in this case, we are able to change the prototype phase, right? So the integration of AI allow very fast iteration and more improvement. So that is what we can do. So the journey of AI, as we mentioned, that is starting from the CAD that time. So the designer can look at the CAD tools, right? And then you can emerge for design tools and incorporate with the various spectrum. So therefore, the journey of AI in design began with early computation creativity experiment. So CAD tools emerge in the system, the engineer architect. So over the time, this tool is improved, incorporate machine learning and rule-based logic, right? So today, AI system can generate multiple design, right, based on the different user and the historical data. And we can ensure the design not only innovative, but also optimized for performance, the user satisfaction. So this kind of shift towards the data-driven enable company to remain very flexible. And also they were able to look at the company requirement and they were able to adapt into different scenario also, right? Yeah. So then of course that is improved by the shift of product conceptualization using the big data and cloud computing also, right? So that is a changes improvement of AI, okay, in this environment. So coming back on that, right? If you are looking into a detailed process in the mid 20th century, is focusing on the CAD, right? Yeah. So we can able to using CAD computer aided design to assist in drawing, technical drawing, greater precision for engineer and architect. Then after that, then with the machine learning and rule-based logic, then we can able to develop more complex system. And if we're able to, with the increased computing power, then we enhance the capability of design tools. Also, we'll be able to help the prototyping phase. Right, yeah. So what is the digital transformation of design process, right? So based on the system, the collecting data, we first of all, we get able to collect information from the user. We look at based on the user preference and historical data. Then we can able to ensure the innovative and optimized design. That is what we can do. The company now able to adapt into market demand faster and able to respond to any of the emerging trends. So your design is not only one time, right? It's an ongoing design. So then it's why we can see that with that, we can able when we transit in the digital era, it shift the whole entire product in the services conceptualization. We leverage the big data and then cloud computing, right? Yeah. So what role the AI in design? You are able to automating layout generation. So we can generate different layout for different product and services. And we can able to, with the pattern recognition, we can able to have creating a very very creative content generation. So here is the four core principle for intelligent innovation in design. Right? Yeah. So just now we mentioned it's a user centric. Okay, we call user centricity. Okay, and personalization. So first, AI they will analyze the customer data and predict the user needs and preference. Then it will generate, based on the need, then they generate personalized product and services. And hopefully one day you are able to generate different product for different customers. You will improve the user satisfaction and brand loyalty. And you can able to refine the design over time based on user interaction. Right? Yeah. So because user requirement they may change from time to time. And AI can speed up the whole prototyping process. Generative design, okay, we all know what is a generative AI, right? Or we call generative AI content, right? But now with the generative design and simulation technique, we can produce multiple iterations and we can optimize the performance criteria. We can save a lot of time and able to, we can able to explore many of the innovative solutions. So why we can achieve that? Because We have very powerful virtual testing, and we can able to reduce the test, and we can able to speed up the whole, we call time to market. The data-driven decision is very important so that we make sure that we design a relevant product and services. Okay, it's not just based on our idea. The moment we spend the resources to develop, then after we bring to market, the customer say, "Oh no, this is not what I want." That will be terrible. So, so now, talking about the user-centric approach, right? So we're focusing on the user-centric innovation. So AI will be analyzing the user data and predict the need and preference. And we are able to personalize the product and services based on the user requirement. We can able to do different segmentation. When I say segmentation, it means we can break the user into different group, different segment. That's called segmentation. Each of them, they have different behavior. They also have different demographic environment. So the same product you have, you can able to customize for elderly, children, right? Mid-career switcher. Also, let's say, for example, for male and female, right? So in this case, you are able to using that to do a lot of personalization. So this is very powerful, right? I think we don't have this capability before, but with AI, we're able to generate various for different group of user. And as a result, we can improve the brand loyalty through the personalized approach. So then eventually, I think we can see that is customer will be king, right? They will be king. So they were able to do everything, they were able to ask anything. So the question is whether you are able to provide that. So, and then also with the continuous learning and refinement, the AI system can learn from user interaction, right? So what sort of feature the user like to use it, certain feature they don't like, right? Then you get able to refine the design over time to stay relevant. Wow, that is excellent. We can able to ensure the product remain effective in the changing market. Okay, that is why this is how AI can help us in terms of design. Then what is the prototype? Basically, prototype is something that we can develop, show to the customer, and then customer can give you feedback, right? So we don't develop the full product until we collected all the information. So how the rapid prototype and interactive design powered by AI. But the traditional design cycle is very time consuming and you need a lot of resources. But with the intelligent innovation in design, you can use AI to speed up the prototyping. Prototyping must be fast because prototyping, you don't want to spend too much time. Otherwise, you will delay the whole production, right? But using AI, they will help you to speed up the prototype. And you can using technique like generative design and simulation to speed up the whole process. The generated design algorithm, what is that? Is you use constraint. For example, when you develop a product, then you require a different type of material, right? So you are able to use constraint like material properties, environment factor, for them to generate different type of design. Then you are able to give a different type of design alternative choice. So benefit of the rapid prototype, we mentioned that, reduce the time for manual iteration, right? And we can uncover a lot of innovative design solution, which you don't know until you start the prototyping discussion with the customer. Then you realize that, oh, that is something new I can come up. And then you get able to empower the whole team to test idea in the virtual environment. So that is the power by using AI in the prototyping development. So the data-driven decision making, right, is very important. The data is crucial for modern design process. It means when you collect the data, make sure that you collect the right data, right? You don't collect a irrelevant data because AI will process, interpret all the data, and they will form a big data set. And actionable insight for designer, AI provide in-depth knowledge, okay, from the user behavior analytics. So once we analyze the user behavior, right, at the same time, we also explore what is the market trend, right? We call market trend analysis so that we can use it to identify opportunity and pitfall. So once we have that, the data and then all the insight, the internal knowledge, then we can make decision making. So our decision making we based on is not is a human based, is a data driven approach to optimizing the product or services. We're focusing on functionality and the user experience. And with that predictive analysis, analytic, Then AI can forecast future trend, and then we can develop a future product, or we develop a product for future trend, right? The sentiment analysis is very important so that we can feel whether the customer, even they don't give you feedback, right? You can feel the customer whether they like it or not, right? So we call sentiment analysis. So the AI technique transforming the product and service design, machine learning, and predictive analytics, right? So machine learning algorithm can predict the future trend and also user behavior. That kind of prediction, we call predictive analytics, we forecast the demand for the product future. As a currently, what we do is that the engineering team or the product team, right, they will come down, they will talk to the customer, they will get the feedback from the top management, then they craft the new feature, just like every generation, the handphone, right, or the handphone product, okay, they have new generation, so they can collect a lot of feedback, then they come feedback into production and come up with the product feature. But with AI, with machine learning, going to be very interesting. A lot of people complain Apple, right? Apple with last time Apple have a lot of innovative product. Now Apple slow down a lot. One of the application for Apple is using AI to communicate with the user to come up with a new feature. Instead of Apple engineer, design, or imagine the product, right? So the AI can actually help you. So this progressive model can optimize design variable and performance. So what is the generative design? Generative design is the AI will generate the design alternative based on the constraint and goal. Different goal, different constraint, they will come up with different design. It will produce a very, very efficient and very nice modern looking solution, very user friendly, right? So that is why it's very attractive. Okay, and then able to we can apply in different industry, for example, automotive, right? Do you realize that nowadays the new car is look very nice, right? Okay, even those China EV car look very nice because a lot of design is assisted by AI. The aerospace, the architecture, you're going to see a very nice, beautiful building coming up, right? Yeah, all is assisted by AI. Then we mentioned about the natural language processing, NLP, right? NLP used in chatbot and virtual assistant for real-time feedback. So the moment user using it, if they think that, oh, it's a bit of difficult to use or any problem, they will feedback to chatbot. The chatbot will go direct to the design team. They will do instant changes of the product. Are we going to see that? And you are able to analyze unstructured data, right? What is unstructured data? It's not just tests, right? If a user don't give you test feedback, email, then but you can pick up from the multi-level. Okay, for example, they may complain on the TikTok, they may complain in the video, audio, right? Also, if they show a unhappy face when you go to the restaurant after you consume the dishes, all these things we can able to track, right? So this is all we call unstructured data. And all these unstructured data are able to inform the design for improvement. So this kind of ongoing reinforcement learning is very important for any organization because they need to develop an adaptive design for the whole team. So machine learning and predictive analytics, right? So predictive analytics for market opportunity, we can forecast demand for specific product feature. And we can able to identify the user behavior based on current trend. When we design the ML, our goal is to optimization. We don't optimizing through the algorithm, okay, machine learning algorithm. Then we get able to, using the regression model to identify relationship between the design variable and the product performance. For example, we make some changes of the variable design, then we see whether as a result, right, the customer like it, the product have performed better, right? So we can able to do this kind of testing. That's how we're using algorithm to try all the different possibility. And we can enable designer, okay, to play with the parameter for optimized result. This continuous feedback is very important because the product must be robust and innovative. Remember, the customer now is king, right? When you're launching a product or services, you may be successful at the beginning. After that, you must make some changes because the customer demand change, right? So we need to have continuous feedback loop. So we mentioned about the generative design, right? So yes, there is a role AI in the generative design. So AI become a co-designer. Remember, we are not talking about replacing the product designer. We are not. We are talking about co-designer. Okay, so in corporate designer, in corporate AI, they're able to produce much better, faster, right? Product or services. So it will generate a wide range of design alternative. Instead of a designer design one product, now with the AI assistant, they're able to develop various products and let customer to choose, right? So they can give you the marketing department, they will do a testing, advertisement, and see which one is more accept, okay, it's more acceptable in certain market, certain segment. So yes, AI actually works within given constraint. Okay, we as a human, if you give us too much constraint, right, sometimes we may not be happy, right? It will affect our design mood. But AI, no, you give them a lot of constraint, they can still function, right? So it's why they design constraint and performance goal. AI work within given constraint. So it won't deviate. So you say, okay, I want to be the price is this range, the speed is this range, you go to design, right? So the code designer and the AI designer will work together to find out. So it will focus, AI will focus on achieving the performance goals. So what is the benefit for generative design? It will inspire our human designer, right? And then we get able to have a better technical boundary, right? We can push the technical boundary. It means that we can able to get better and better technology to help us. So it's what we call pushing the boundary. And able to, of course, providing a higher efficient solution. Okay, so that is how we can explore different type of design space. Okay, end of the day, we can able to adapt into different field, different industry also. So NLP, right? Language processing. The role of NLP in design, service design, integrate in the services. So it means when we are giving customer services, at the same time, the services will be incorporated with AI. So the AI is built in, right? Then from that, the AI can collect the data. It's not like you after the services, hey, okay, Patrick, do you like the services? No. It's actually is inbuilt in the process. Very interesting, right? And also we have an interactive design. How can we do it? We use chatbot or virtual assistant. A lot of services nowadays also is part of it, also have technology incorporated, right? So as simple as you go to massage, right? So you want to see whether the customer like it, then you may incorporate some sensor, right? And then you can able to sense whether the customer like it or not, right? Yeah. So a lot of things you can incorporate. So efficiency and customer experience, the real-time interpretation and respond to the user inquiry. It's not only once for a while, right? Only one feedback. No, it's ongoing. So your provider, your service provider can make changes when the customer give you different feedback. Real time. You will improve the efficiency and definitely improve the customer experience. So earlier we mentioned unstructured data, right? Where are they? For example, customer review, social media, and support interaction, right? By the voice, okay, yeah, and the facial expression. So all this we consider as unstructured data. So all this unstructured data, after a proper measurement analysis, you were able to inform the design for improvement. Also, even we can create a better, more intuitive design interface. So what is the future of machine learning technology in a product and design, right? It will be, we can see, it will able to develop a personalized and more aware sort of solution. We call contextually aware solution. So it's a smart solution, intelligent solution, right? That is why this topic tonight is we call intelligent innovation. It's not just an innovation, it's intelligent innovation, it's ongoing improvement. So when we talk about learning, this is the reinforcement learning adaptive system. What is that? So RL, reinforcement learning in intelligent innovation. So RL algorithm, reinforcement learning, can learn through trial and error. So the machine itself, they don't know a lot of things, right? The system. But through the trial and error, they will enforce. When you make correct, they will get reward. When they get it wrong, they will get some punishment. So that is called try and error. right? So this try and error actually will continuous improving, optimizing design solution based on the feedback. So it's something like the whole designer built into the product or services. Okay, it's not our old time. Old time is that, okay, designer A, you do a product services, after you deliver a customer, right? So after customer service officer feedback to you. No, now it's the whole designer, the whole algorithm incorporate in the services live. Oh, this is very powerful. It's ongoing improving product services. Sometimes customers also don't know, right? As simple as many years ago when using first time using Google, right? Why we let Google search? A lot of people don't know. Because Google aim is to every time you search, they will have a little bit improvement. Okay, improvement can be 0.001%, but you feel good. Actually, we don't know, but because it keep on improving, so it's why we keep using Google search. The same thing. Why customer coming back to Bruno to learn? Because during the whole process is improving. Customer also don't know. So they keep on trying, experience the new thing, right? So that is what we call reinforced intelligence. So in this case, we are able to do a better product design application. So we can fine-tune components for improving performance, right? So that kind of component, of course, we cannot improve every single piece of the component. So we identify what are the most important components, then we have keep on improving, right? So then for example, aerospace, aerodynamic or vehicle, right? So they were able to have improvement and we're able to refine more economic. Nowadays we're talking about environmental friendly, right? So all these things we can able to incorporate into the product design. How about services? Okay, assume that a lot of us, right? We are not producing product. Okay, a lot of entrepreneurs nowadays providing services. Then you need to look at your workflow. You need to streamline the whole entire workflow. Okay, what's the processes? Then you optimize the workflow processes. So how can you identify the most bottleneck? So that is how AI can help you. So it will improve the customer interaction. So we learn from each interaction with the customer and enhance the system, right? So this is called, we call workflow automation. That is where the software agent is coming in picture now, right? So this year is a lot of agentic approach, right? So that is what we call a process, the service design improvement. And of course, it will eventually what we want to achieve is the adaptive and dynamic design, right? We still have a lot of challenge, but with this approach, we see that thing is getting better and better, right? And then we are able to creating an intelligent process by using AI agency. That is what we can do. And I think these few years, we're going to see a lot of intelligent services coming up everywhere in the world. So when we integrate the AI, okay, when we integrate AI, yes, we understand that the human cannot be replaced. So we are not saying that AI designer going to replace the human. It's what we call it. We always call it. This is a human AI design collaboration. So AI act as an enabler, right? You will enhance the designer. So now we have two types of product designer. One is the pure human product designer. The other one is the AI power, high level product designer. Of course, we are moving on that, right? It's why all of you coming in to learn, right? The AI application in the business environment. So in this case, AI power design software, we're going to see more and more this AI power design software coming up. And you were able to give you a lot of suggestion and able to give you a lot of alternative proposal. And they will give you a real-time feedback on user engagement. So it will accelerate the whole entire process, and you were able to lead to an innovative products and services. We mentioned about agile design. Agile design basically is not a static design. So we have a loop, right? So many of us, we are managing project using this agile approach. So we shift towards agile methodology for design, right? It's not a one-time step-by-step, no, it's agile. So When you do a design, prototype, testing, deliver to the customer, but customer don't like, you will feedback quickly, right? So it's a loop, iterative process. So it will emphasize with the AI approach in the design process, it will emphasize flexibility, quick prototyping, and interactive learning. And then every time you make mistake, right, they will kick into a knowledge base. You can pull up and your design, your product will be getting better and better. So AI tool will able to run multiple design simulation concurrently. And it will reduce the time to market, ensure the competitive products. Right? So you can imagine that nowadays with the AI, you're able to respond to your competitor threat. When the competitor come with a new product very fast, you are able to instantly, feedback and improve your product and have a new design come out. This is a cross-disciplinary collaboration. AI is not only helping design, right? Yeah. So AI will be helping you in every aspect, right? So in order to make the AI work, AI also need to get information from design, engineering, marketing, and the business strategy. So it's it's a we call across the function or across department, right? The AI automation. So this is what we call collaborative human AI design, right? Yeah. So yes, it's an enabler. Just how we mentioned, we highlight here again, it's not replacement. Okay, it never replace you as a product designer. Okay, and of course, entrepreneurs, your key role is working with your team to come up with the best product, right? So the AI will not replace you as an entrepreneur, but you have a synergic relationship and combine human with intuition with the machine precision, then you're able to produce a better product, right? A lot of things AI cannot tell you, but with experienced entrepreneurs, right? So or we expert in this domain, you have a lot of feeling. This kind of feeling is very useful sometimes. The AI-powered design software, it will able to suggest design alternative, can also able to optimize design based on simulation data, and able to give you a real-time feedback. And it will accelerate the whole entire product or services design process. It will lead to more innovative and user-friendly product. Going to be very interesting. So this is why we say with the AI, collaborative human AI design, we're able to bridge the human creativity and the computational intelligence. Okay, the computational intelligence is the machine intelligence. So if we look at the design, so we can add in the agile, so it becomes agile design and rapid experimentation. What does it mean? Traditionally, the design cycle are being replaced. We're no longer based on the traditional design methodology, right? So it will emphasize a lot of rapid experimental and continuous iteration, right? So for example, Bruno, right? So we almost every time we had new product coming in, we experiment, we try with different customer. All right, Bruno.
Yeah, to be honest, for this, especially for the agile models, a lot of people that who actually not really using it. To be honest, it's quite surprising for me, and especially when we are doing like entrepreneurships or even for no matter your dream tracings, learning about AI, all the things is completely new, and then you need to be agile, and you need. It's not about you need to be fast. It's not only fast. You need to be continuously to keep on learning for the new things as well as being flexible for your own process. That is exactly what in this slide you can see for our products. Like we back in the day, we are talking about like Python programming and all the applications of the Python, and somehow the AI joined in. We do Python with AI, and then a lot of people that's to question that is it necessary for us to use AI to use Python programming? Is it because of AI something like this? And of course the answer is yes. You still need programming, but you don't need so much. Nowadays we can say that you don't need so much because some kind of AI like web applications you can talk to AI. So it's bring out the prompt engineering. So a lot of things that will be changing today, and then we need to be more agile in order to keep on learning. Yeah, thank you very much.
Precisely. Thank you, Bruno. Right? Yeah. So it's why we have chance to be able to look at multiple design concurrently, right? So last time the old model is that you may talk about, hey, today we're going to have one design. What do you think about the design, right? So this is traditional method. But now with the AI, I say, look, we have five of you using AI. We're going to generate 5 different design, and then from there we compare. We compare which one is better. So it's a very, very powerful, we call, approach, parallel design process, right? So running multiple design simulation concurrently, enable provide feedback on performance metric quickly. So not to surprise, a lot of product coming in, and you're going to see a lot of things, right? Yeah. So and some people say, we use China example, Xiaomi, right? Xiaomi doing handphone, come up with a lot of handphone. Then they move the car, right? And then now they're also launching a AI glass, right? So the speed is very fast. I fully believe that they are using AI as a power generator. Okay, yeah. So we are with this benefit of combining agile and AI, right? We're able to base on data driven, and we can able to reduce the time to market. That is very good. Just now we mentioned about the cross-disciplinary collaboration. So what is that? The cross-disciplinary approach is to combine expertise from design, engineering, marketing, and business strategy. We combine them all together, and we ensure that the product and service design are considered. Okay, all 360-degree. Okay, we are not producing a design only good for engineering, but it's very difficult to market, or very easy to market, but end of the day, people don't like the function. Right? So when we design a product services, must be holistic. Okay. Then after that, then we also can integrate the diverse. Okay, we call diverse perspective into design, so that we need to look at the product or service in different angle. The marketing team need to take the design and get the feedback from the customer. Also, they need to, based on experience, right? They're able to provide insight to the customer behavior. And the engineer can contribute a technical expertise in the flexibility and performance. So all this will fit in the AI, all the requirement, then the AI will suggest, work with the human to come up with the best product. Going to be very interesting. So what is the role of AI? Role of AI act as a central hub. It's a central place, central hub. Then we're able to synthesize all the different input, and then able to create design that innovative and commercial viable. The problem of entrepreneurs is they always come up with a product either too expensive, but it's very good feature, or the feature is too simple. Yeah, the price is very affordable, right? So you need to able to balance so that you're able to come up with the best product, innovative product, and it's affordable. Then with the technology today, yeah, you may able to do that. So what kind of case study, right, that we want to share with everyone? Okay, the case study, we look at the real world application intelligence innovation, right? Yeah, so let's say for automobile, okay, car industry. AI have modernized the vehicle design. You see a lot of new car, especially those EV car, is look very beautiful, right? And it's aerodynamic, very fast, and environmental friendly, right? So this is a system by AI. The generative AI design, also algorithm can also create lighter, stronger components. So for example, is AI design the vehicle chassis, right? The outlook, right? Outlook, how to look the car look like, right? So you may not even need to find a professional designer to design the vehicle chassis. A lot of design incorporate, they can recommend by AI. AI also can help you to reduce the material cost and able to, of course, safety, right? For the car, when you crash, right? So you need to have a very good safety protection to the driver. So all these things, of course, during simulation, okay, that can be done, can be tested. So you look at the consumer electronic and smart devices like handphone. So what AI can help? We all know that the battery is one of the key components of a lot of smart devices. cooling system, right? Because when you run a lot, especially AI or graphic, video rendering, right? On the phone, a lot of people take video nowadays, we're using AI. Hey, all this cooling system use a lot of CPU power, right? So you need to have a very good design so that you are able to cope up with all these hot components. So machine learning can do that. Machine learning, they will analyze the user data and for the economic design, make it more environmental friendly. So this as a result, AI will design smartphone for a better user comfort and also satisfaction. Right? How about financial industry? Yes. So we all know that in the finance, in the banking experience, right? We want security. That's important. Also, different people have different requirement on the financial product, right? Although then in this case, AI with the security expert combined together, okay, going to be very interesting. Right? We as a human, we cannot handle too many areas of the security attack. So with the AI enhancing our cyber security capability, we are able to handle more threat. Then with the personalization, different customer they were able to enjoy different financial services. Right? Some of the investor they want to invest, but they don't want to talk to the human advisor. They may want to get a AI advice that to them and give them advisor, right? So it's like AI investor advising services is coming up very fast. And different people have different requirement in the yield, in the return on investment. So all these things is important for us to provide the customizable financial services, right? As simple as the loans approval. Many customers run out of patience, right? So the customer want to apply for the loan, but you have too many process, submit too many documents. Nowadays, people don't have the patience. And also because of hacker, they will come in, they want to borrow money, but actually they're hacker, right? So they want to hack in or going to submit a fake document in order to get the loan from the bank. So in this case, this fraudulent activity detection also is very important from the AI, right? So we can see AI is really helping the service industry to come up with a innovative service solution. So so if you look at the design, the car design, right? So as a conclusion, the AI can help us to look at the design, the aerodynamic and interior design, right? And then able to look at the different constraints. We can feed the different constraint parameter to AI. It will look at the material properties, the costing factor, the performance requirement, and we are able to optimize the design from a different generated design. And we're going to see that one day, maybe before we buy the car, we can able to talk to the car manufacturing to customize the car layout that we like. So DIY car just for you. This is only one in the world kind of thing. But of course, it's not a billion to pay billion dollar. End of the day can be very affordable, right? So it is happening. So it reduces the material cost, improve the safety, of course. So as a result, we are seeing a lot of EV car on the market now have excellent vehicle performance and improve the fuel efficiency. Just I mentioned that last week we mentioned about BYD, right? So they claim that they are able to charge the car, complete a car charging within 8 minutes. Wow, 5 minutes, amazing. And then in this case, you were able to sustain substantial improvement in the design efficiency and the product performance also. Right? Yeah. So just how we mentioned that. So the product design for all the handphone, consumer electronic, you're going to see that the component, battery, replacement, cooling system, display technology, all will be getting better. It's being optimized. Then all these device we have inbuilt machine learning algorithm so that we can able to analyze the user interaction and able to optimize the device economic aspect. Once we collect the data from the user feedback automatically, then we can able to improve and fit into the the next feature. For example, the hand posture, and able to see get the different people when they're using handphone, they have different habit, right? So we can able to enhance the user comfort and satisfaction. Of course, at the end of the day, with the user satisfaction, then we can able to improve our brand position in the saturated market. Right? So financial sector, financial area. Right. Yeah. So just like I saw Chance, hi Chance, okay? You mentioned that a lot of asset actually can be tokenized with the AI, right? Chance would like to share with us.
Sure. Yeah, I think this area is also interesting and maybe highly relevant to Hong Kong, Singapore's financial sector, right?
Yep.
So a lot of these assets, right, will be tokenized, and but is it because when we talk about because now is really early stage for Web3, and the current as I see it, right, the whole Web3 industry right now, we don't have much to trade, to be honest, right? Yeah, and then that's why you see the market sometimes they go really up, and then currently it's just like really low, right? The reason why I think is because we're still missing a big piece of the industry, which is tokenize the existing valuable stuff or the assets, right? So it has to have a massive like a real world assets going on crypto going on the trading platform, but different assets, when they're being traded, right, there are different risk and different model. But how do we project the risk, and how do we help protect, investor interest, right? That's the area where AI will play the big role in the simulated, the trading, simulated the entire process of tokenizing an asset. By that, along that line, right, that we can also say this is a great, use cases for designing a financial product, right? If that makes sense to you.
Yes, yes, I think so. Yeah, because the financial product is one of the most important services everyone must use, right? Yeah, and even certain country they may not we call unbanked user, right? So certain reason that they don't have bank services, either because of certain situation. So the future AI may able to create a personalizing a banking service for them, and cryptocurrency tokenization that would be a great product for them. Okay, yeah. Also, yes, with the with more and especially for the fraudulent case, the fraud detection, right? So I hope that with AI in future, our banking services is better. The AI can assist us to predict the banking or we call financial behavior, and able to integrate to our handphone, right? So that when people want to scam us, and who know one day the phone is after also listening to the scammer and advise you, Patrick, you should not believe this guy, right? So my handphone is warning Patrick that, not to believe that. So who knows? Anything is happening. Of course, we must trust our handphone, okay, our AI. If someone pretend the hacker become our handphone, so there's a lot of very complicated going on. Our human may not able to cope up, right? So yeah, so we are seeing service industry, not only product development, service industry, the AI involvement will be huge, will be huge. Okay, yeah. So just like we mentioned about some of the challenge, yes, the challenge and consideration in AI design, right? A lot of ethical and social implication. We all know that when AI is incorporated in our design, our service design, but sometimes the algorithm has some bias, right? So we design the product. Sometimes we also need to look at different culture in different user base, right? So we know that right now the latest AI technology is either from USA or China, right? Yeah. So but what happens if we're selling to places like Middle East? So AI may not have the culture, the practice. So yes, at this moment of time, we have potential algorithm bias in AI model. Okay, we agree that. Okay, yeah, but of course, AI is still new. Need a lot of improvement. The other one is that we also need robust data governance. The AI ethical framework is under development. And many countries now have a lot of regular meetings talking about the AI ethical framework. The Europe have their own framework. US have a framework. Of course, China and other Asia countries also developing their ethical framework. So at the end, the whole framework must be able to achieve fairness and transparency. We want high transparency. We don't want just listen to the answer from AI. We want to know how AI come up with the conclusion and the data, the decision. We want to know. This is the reason that we look at the DeepSeek R1. We also look at the ChatGPT, okay, the O3, and then we can see that they will explain to you what is the basis, what is the assumption, what is the hypothesis before they give you the answer. So that's a good beginning, right? It's the transparency. When we collect the large data set, many companies or even ourselves, we worry about the privacy, right? Because we are feeding our data to AI, then the other people also can search. So what happens is that if I fitting all my design into AI and will my competitor able to take my AI and learn from that, you see? So yes, it's possible. The same thing is that you are learning, you are getting some information from your competitors, right? So right now it's kind of fair, but you can see more companies building their own private AI system. It means the company only feeding the information to their own private AI system. It's not feed to the crowd, right? Of course, they need to spend the resources in building up their hardware. Many of them is building their spending 10,000 in building up their DeepSeek version of hardware, right? It's not based on DeepSeek Cloud. Why? Because they want to have better data protection, right? Then also they want to meet different regulation. So they're all challenge and consideration in integrate AI in the process. Yes, we know that any new technology, we need significant investment. So pricing money is always make a difference. So bigger companies still have advantage compared with small company. However, with the small company able to identify a niche area by using AI, they actually can play with big boy. So reliability and trust in AI is still very, very important, right? So if we want to break down the ethical and social implication, right? So we can look at the algorithm, so potential of the AI bias different model, and also sometimes we may have some inequality. People using AI most likely they are quite good in IT. Country using it, their IT infrastructure is good. So compared with some developing country, poor country, yes, they may not be fair to them, right? Also, we look at the minority group and also the data government, whether the country have a robust data governance. And it's very important, just now we mentioned about the fairness and transparency. When we collect a data set, then we need to make sure that we let user know. So it's always a balance between the innovation and ethical responsibility. The skill set also critical when we are doing the AI in design, right? Because yes, one end we know that we require significant investment in new technology. At the side, we also need to know that developing these AI, designer with good AI skill is also difficult. There's a lot of massive training, AI training for designer, engineer by using AI. Right, so that is a critical development right now. The upskill the traditional design team, as I mentioned, they must understand and the efficiency of using AI tools. Ongoing training is critical. In fact, the market education industry is booming. Almost everyone from the entrepreneur, designer, engineer, they must learn AI. Right, yeah. So they are not just experiment as user level. Right. So a lot of AI certification like Microsoft AI 900 or 102, all this is very, very demanding now. Right. Yeah. So because the skill that is able to apply in different areas. So one recruitment of the specialists, yes, the data scientist and AI specialist is highly needed. Regardless of whether a company doing well or not, they need AI specialists to help them to reduce the cost, to improve their productivity. Of course, end of the day, like what we have discussed today, right? So it's using AI to create innovative products and services. Um, we saw a lot of creative professional already using AI in a movie, uh, the article, and I think there's the world first fully AI power newspaper had came up recently. Okay, so if you want, you can go to the internet and check. The whole paper is written by AI, no reporter. Okay, it's from Europe. Amazing. It's very critical for successful implementation AI-driven innovation. This is reason that why we say the skill, the gap must minimize, right? And of course, all these skills must be keep improving. Okay, we cannot say, oh, we train already. We know what is going on in AI. No, because AI is changing, right? So this is this is a very very critical. So the reliability and trust in AI system, reliability of AI system, right? Right now, most of us we trust the AI. As when we use more AI, we trust them, right? Yes, we agree. AI can generate innovative design and insight. However, remember, AI can make mistakes. If you're making a huge product and services, and you're charging customer a lot of money, one single mistake from AI will cost you a bomb. So you cannot trust. You will need to verify also. All right. So the risk of error of unforeseen outcome is there. So we need to do a validation. So we call continuous validation against the real world data is essential. So you're using AI to generate certain services or design, then you must take it and validate in the real world data, right? So it's a kind of comparison. The whole process we call validation. And establish trust in AI, right? It's an ongoing process to involve testing. Okay, we cannot stop testing. We need to verify, we need to test the AI result. Okay, or you can build another AI system to test it, right? But you need to test it. And also you need to be very clear how the whole process, AI process is being evaluated, right? So we call transparent evaluation criteria. Of course, we need to make sure that we commit to quality assurance, right? So I think in the past 30, 40 years, right? We have QA for every product and services. The same thing. We also need to have QA, quality assurance for AI-generated product or services. We hope that we don't see AI as a black box. It means we don't know anything about AI. How does it come out with result? We just feed in the AI and it's just a user. Remember, we cannot be just a user. If you're a user, then you switch off your brain, right? You totally lose the opportunity in creating product, right? So AI, you cannot treat AI as a black box. But of course, we understand that, right? If we rely 100 on AI, then for us, sometimes depend on AI, when AI make a mistake, we got problem. And challenge is difficult to understand decision process. Trusting AI and adopting AI suggestion is a very, very important, right? So we need to bear in mind so that we are also building towards building up explainable AI. You mean the AI will explain to us how they think, how they come up with design, right? So this explainable AI direction you can see reflected in a lot of LLM system nowadays. So what's the future direction and emerging trend? This explainable AI, okay, is developing. So we can under this category called transparent AI decision making process. It's very useful. It can help designers to understand AI generated creative solution. Why this solution being created? What is the hypothesis? Okay, so that we learn from AI. AI learn from us, right? When AI generate the creative product services, we also learn from them. So greater adoption in the industry require accountability and trust, right? And of course, it will bridge the gap between the human thinking, intuitive, and the machine intelligence. We combine them together. So this bridging is very useful. When we enhance the cooperating tools, right? So in this case, we look at the whole team workflow first, then we integrate AI into different processes. And the cloud-based design environment and real-time collaboration, okay? So we can using cloud-based design, and then we can collect the real-time data, right? Then we do a comparison collaboration, right? That's what we call collaboration tools. That will be able to facilitate faster design iteration. You can able to democratize design process for the team with a limited capability, because we can't hire the best technical team for every company, right? So we understand that they may have a limited technical expertise, but don't worry. Now, with the AI design process, you can upgrade the team with a little effort, so that you can able to achieve adaptive and autonomous design system. So hopefully we can able to achieve sustainable design by using the AI. Okay, yeah. So where are the research in this explainable AI, right? We call XAI in research. Yeah, you can do research on that. Many universities is doing this. A lot of AI developer is doing this. So it will focusing on the making AI, making process transparent. So it will help us to understand complex algorithm. So this XAI in design, right? It will able to give you a creative suggestion, allow designer to understand the rationale behind the design process. This improvement adoption of XAI tools, you were able to apply in a lot of industry where this industry, they need accountability, right? For example, the nuclear energy industry, aerospace, right? Those, if any problem, they will cause a big disaster to the world. So then in this case, they will be applying the XAI tools. It will enhance the transparency in AI decision. You were able to facilitate the AI system. Of course, end of the day, we're able to bridge between human and the machine. Okay, yeah. So when AI integrate with the team workflow, cloud-based environment, right? Then you were able to have a perfect integration. So the team across the different locations, they can work very closely together. Then the AI become a virtual design assistant, assist the global team to do a design. You will provide a real-time suggestion, feedback, and the insight, right? So it will facilitate, of course, we call fast, quicker design process. When you are able to access the team, if they don't have particular resources, okay, so we are able to make the team more powerful. The integration with reinforced learning and adaptive AI, we can develop a autonomous design platform. We can able to confuse learning from interaction. This real-time adjustment and optimization can be built in the system. It means that you're going to see without human involvement, the machine is keep on improve by itself. The services will be improving. Okay, so because we already built in the reinforced learning machinery into it. It's a very critical for future rapid prototyping. It will automatically adjust of product future. So today you use this microwave and tomorrow you come back, suddenly the microwave got new feature, right? Yeah, so it's because your microwave is learning. You keep learning, right? So this adaptation based on the user preference and market condition is almost possible. You were able to make sure that the product will always relevant. You mean you don't need to throw away with your equipment in future. You don't need, outdated, I want to buy a new model. You don't need to buy a new model. You just buy one, the model will keep on improving itself. So that is the future. Amazing, right? And then of course, it will be very, very competitive. So this is what we call sustainable design, right? So what is it called sustainable design? It means the design is able to automate for energy efficiency, and also enhance the resource utilization. We don't want to just use it for a while and we throw away, right? The utilization will be enhanced and also minimize the impact. So AI in design or product design services actually is related to our ESG, okay? Our ESG. So the life cycle data analysis, we can able to identify the area of design improvement, reduce the wastage and energy consumption. What kind of industry that you can apply for this sustainable AI design or AI sustainable design? The construction industry, the automotive, and the consumer area. That is what we call tonight topic, right? Intelligent innovation. So what is the practical approach? We want to incorporate the AI in our design. Yes, here we have 4 phases. We can learn, we can apply. Phase 1 is assessing readiness of the objective. So identify the objective, why we want to have AI integration. Then you need to look at your existing AI integration and you need to build a cross-function team, right? So that is whether get yourself ready first and define your objective. Then phase 2 is, of course, you need money, right? Definitely. So you need to come up with the investment budget. The investment budget will be adopt the AI enabled design tools, invest in training and upskilling your staff, and develop a pilot project. Don't jump all into the project, right? Do a pilot project, testing, and see a result, and talk to the management, right? Then after that, once it's successful, you can scaling and ongoing. So now you integrate AI into different departments. And you establish your feedback so that you can have ongoing improvement, continuous improvement. Of course, number 4 is you keep on innovating with the AI capability in your company, right, for the future. So this is step by step for anyone that want to incorporate the AI in your business, especially entrepreneurs. You want the AI entrepreneurs, right? So you need to follow this process. So this is what we mentioned. So we don't go to detail, right? For those you're interested, you can go into more detail, right? Phase 1, assessing the readiness and define the objective. Phase 2, investment, and look at the different talent and technology available. And phase 3, integrate the AI into a cross department from the marketing to the service team and get the feedback. Of course, we need to make sure that the risk is being mitigated, right? So we have a standby or backup plan if anything happens. This part I want to highlight on that, right? Phase 4 is innovating for the future. When we successfully roll out the AI for design, we need to have good culture. The whole company need to have a culture of experimentation, okay, experimentation. So you encourage team to experiment with the emerging technology. So the team spirit is like, oh, there's something new, let's go there to experiment. So they don't say, oh, we have done that, that's it, we enjoy, no more improvement, no more training, no. Encourage team to experiment. And then adopt new design paradigm. That become a culture we call AI culture, we always mention. Then also work with the industry partner and academia, work with university, we work with a lot of different industry consultants, right? So we can engage a partnership with research and development, stay in the front line, forefront of the technology advancement. Yes, we need to invest in the long-term research, right? Dedicate certain research resources to understand the future trend, integrate the explainable, okay, XAI, today we talk about that, something new, and adaptive solution, okay, into the design. So at the end of the day, it's worth for us because with this AI approach, product and service design, we can improve, we have improvement in quality, increase the agility and time to market. Also, of course, we have better customer engagement and personalization. Reduce the cost so that we can have a better operation efficiency also. Right? Yeah. So when we talk about enhancing product quality, we want to improve both the quality and the performance. Right? Yeah. Of course, that if the product must be innovative and reliable, we don't want to lose out in terms of the quality. enhance the customer services satisfaction and improve the bottom line, right? Higher customer satisfaction and reduce the cost. That's what we do. Right. So here is the agility and the time to market. AI can accelerate the design process, able to have improve the competitive advantage, and finally we can able to have better continuous product, right? Yeah. So then when you talk to the customer now and personalization, the AI able to extend beyond the physical design. So when we leverage AI design, it will able to create a product and able to resonate deeply with customer. All right. So customer will stick into your services, will not quit because they just like your brand, they like your services experience. So you drive repeat business as well. Cost reduction is very important, especially today, right? The costing is very expensive. So we want to have automation of the repetitive tasks. So we reduce the labor cost. That's where the agency technology, AI agency technology coming in. We want to have a generative design so that we can minimize the waste. Predictive maintenance of the design system. When we design the system and product, we can predict the breakdown in the future, right? So we were able to come up with a certain predictive maintenance services to the customer. Hopefully, we can able to save time and able to conserve resources in less wastage as well. Ethical aspect, that's what we have mentioned there. And we hope that we are able to come up with a good design with the transparent and accountability factor built in, and so that we can able to building trust among the users. Right? Yeah. And just to remind everyone that the data privacy is important, and we need to comply with the regulation, and also make sure that the AI and any data you collect from customer, you must have this sensitive information agreement with them. Right? Yeah. And from the social impact, broader social impact is because we ensure AI do not reinforce stereotyping. We cannot be biased. When we capture the data, train the AI, we need to be neutral so that we can able benefit the diverse range of user, not only particular user. Right? We benefit the world. That's important. We enhance the social responsibility for AI power system also. Right? Yeah. So here is the future that we can see in this final slide. So we're talking about AI IoT bot train that we're going to integrate together. It's very exciting. IoT, Internet of Things device can generate real-time data for AI analysts. They're able to blockchain, can able to provide the secure, transparent records. The role of virtual or the VR or AR, right? So VR is virtual reality, AR is augmented reality. They're creating an immersive design environment. So that when we design now with the AI, we can able to go to the environment to simulate the whole design environment. Right? That is a wonderful design, product design. And when we develop a certain services, we can able to go in VR and interact with the virtual customer so that we can do design. So this is really accelerated the whole design process and foster the collaboration. So yes, when we see tools like DeepSeek coming out, right? So these AI tools become more accessible, user-friendly now. Small team and independent designer also can harnessing all this technology. Okay, yeah. So that is what we have. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So before we move on to the roundtable discussion, any question or anyone want to share your view with us? Okay, tonight is very interesting topic, right? Using AI to design the product and services. So anyone? Okay. Wilson asked a very interesting question, right? So okay, Wilson mentioned that a lot of asset will be tokenized for trading, and such trading and future risk protection can be AI enabled for risk or trading simulation, right? I think this is a very interesting question. Chance, you would like to address that, Chance?
Sure. Yeah. Let me quickly review it. Um, Well, I think token can there are many asset class, right? Because it's such an early stage. It also merit the trouble to classify different things because I'm actually writing a book on that. It's called on cryptovaluation.com. It's an open source book to how to put on a framework on how to classify different crypto asset classes. So the asset classes, is by itself a really useful economic framework to classify these classes, but and the very purpose, right? So um, exactly, and the token. I mean, when you classify some token as assets, right? Then it need to go through different like for example regulatory processes, and also once you need to qualify them to be eligible for trading, public trading, or like a closed communities trading. There are going to be a lot of these businesses or like even like debate, right, going on, and obviously the banking sector, the financial services sector, that all are very keen looking into this area. And yeah, and for sure AI agent, when I explore the subject of decentralized AI with the global the expert from around the world in the token 2049 in Singapore last year, there are basically a few like a utility of well, when we talk about AI agent, right? So AI agent itself can be the automation focal point, right, of automation to do a lot of these calculation, accounting, settlement, even like payment, right? So these are really interesting space to, or this we call them design space to look into when we try to explore, right, the legal and proper way to leverage AI agent to automate these different actions, right, around token. If they're not classified as assets, right, then there are all these big design spaces that calling for different experiment startups, yeah, even like even including scam, right? Obviously when you combine all these elements, there are a lot of these bad team that are gonna scam people out of them. And I obviously it's so difficult to distinguish between a failed startup and also a scam, because I was engaged. Actually I was engaged in such a consulting job with a AI slash AI multiply kind of crypto project last year, and it turned out that the whole team eventually they kind of it feels like a soft rock pool. And then I pulled myself out of that project last year simply because I saw the dubious governance structured and everything, and I didn't feel comfortable keep going with them. So this is because I'm a product manager, and then I love exploring this like a really cutting edge area where I can help innovate, and certainly there are also more upcoming, and yeah, and there are this is also the area for you guys, right? You're young and energetic and driven, and I would rather to just keep with. I mean, I feel my role, my job in this area is to write down something like a book, right? To share what I actually learned so far, and then make it an open source book so that you guys can jump on my book and read about my framework on how to classify these different token as asset classes. But some token they are not just are not good to be classified as assets. They are simply utility token just for resource accounting, accounting and settlement, right? But settlement itself is very much restricted and regulated area for stable coins, right? If stable coin itself is a big and rising category, yeah. So these is the very fundamental stuff that we can just keep going on. So back to you, Patrick. I think I'll stop here.
Thank you very much. Okay, yeah. In fact, this is a very interesting question, right? So Chance mentioned and Wilson asked about the cryptocurrency, and sometimes it's also related to scam. And we have this question, right? So let me post out. It's extend to our discussion just now, right? So tonight we talk about using AI to create product and services. Scammer also using AI to create fake, okay, product and service. So how do I know? How do I know? Right? Okay, yeah. So how do we differentiate between real product or services and a scam product and service? Because both using AI, right? So anyone can share with us of your view. Yeah. How do we know? And if we cannot identify, wow, when we do a marketing, we are selling our product and services, it's going to take a lot of time. It's very difficult to convince people. So
Well, maybe I can answer the question. It's a real
yes.
case, but I cannot tell you guys the name of the project. I
Okay.
was the product manager. I had a big boss. He's really rich. He put me in a Rolls Royce right after the project work, and put me through everything, all the fancy dinner, go to the karaoke, the fanciest karaoke in Singapore. Then when every product, right, every platform, if they are honest and transparent, because they hire me as a product director, then I should have the right to ask about, okay, what are the tokenomics? How are you guys going to, collect the money, raise the fund, and distribute the money? What are the shareholding structure? I don't know. I don't want to know the detail, but if I decide some system that actually will handle people's money, I felt that, and I believe that I'm legally liable to decide and implement something to handle people's money or assets. So I was kind of shielded off from the top executive and financing team who actually hold that part, who know the secret and everything. I was denied the right to know all that. And then I know there is a red flag because I'm a product director. I should know how the tokenomic and how all the financing schemes should be decided, how they are decided. And how would you like me to decide a system in a way that actually fulfill the project's goals, right? Because a product manager's role is to, really unique. We need to know everything, engineering detail, financial, and also like a product level detail, like the executive level. But I was denied access to those. So that was a big red flag for me. So I took no time to tell them my objection.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that's it. So I back to you, Patrick.
Okay. Yeah. So anyone want to share or want to take this question?
Maybe I will share a little bit.
Okay, good enough.
To be honest, I'm not a product development, especially expert like Charles, but I see a lot. Actually, in Hong Kong, I will say that there's a lots of, I would say, scams, products, or scam emails, scam phone numbers, scam SMS to come on in, and then even through the governments keep on telling you that, oh, you be careful, you don't, yeah, even for the real person, you are not going to easy to be scammed, and why do you be so easy to be scammed in online and something like this, or they even decided an app. So I will not say anything about what government or things to do. I think by white as a entrepreneur, yeah. It's quite hard to say because it's just like you have a clone like I am Bruno Prime, and then someone that is called Bruno Kong, and they say that no, I am Bruno. Yeah, I'm Bruno. So then how do I able to tell like Dr. Patrick, like Trans, or everyone in the Zoom that I am Bruno the Prime, the flesh, the thread inside? You need to do a lot of proof in the internet, no matter it's internet or to directly to the person. Like you can actually calling me, like I can show you my ID. Of course, you don't need to show me your ID, but the part is you can show all the license, all the certificate that you are able to see, because because AI is so smart, they can find your own data. So which means that the more data they have, the more information that can get from you by the AI, then they will know that you are the real person. You are not a clone. So that is how I see the question. And hopefully everyone can be aware of this one, no matter you're an entrepreneur or not.
Thank you very much. Okay, yeah. So why this is a very interesting question because tonight we are learning how can we using AI to create product and services, right? So not we are doing it, okay? The hacker, the scammer, a lot of bad people, they're doing it also. They're learning to do it, right? It's why we pose this question out so that we know. Okay, okay. I may share some of the process with everyone, right? So basically, is that when we decide or we about to confirm to buy certain services or product, right? I think we need to look at the brand. Okay, at this moment of time, the brand still useful. I'm not saying that people will not fake the brand, right? Okay, they say, New Balance, right? People will fake New Balance. But basically, the first part that you should do is to check the official source, right? Okay, I think that is the first thing. Look at the brand, look at the seller, and check their reputation. Of course, at this moment of time, still the best is you look at the domain name and go back to direct to their website, right? But at that moment of time, we don't see any fake domain name. You mean that Microsoft.com is Microsoft.com. Today, technology don't allow you to fake Microsoft.com. So when you type www.microsoft.com, you are going to other place. At this moment of time, it's still safe. Okay, I only can say at this moment of time, because tomorrow maybe something change. Then after that, then of course look at the review, right? So then you look at the review of a multi-platform, individual review, social media, right? And look at the review and get some customer feedback. I think this is something that you should do. Then you look at the web facts, right? Then also compare price. If you find that it's the same thing, but the price very big difference, okay, and then the vendor cannot explain to you. And I'm not saying it's scam or fake thing, but you need to understand what's the reason behind that, right? Then of course, you need to, if it's a product, you need to really look at the product, the quality of the product and the labeling, right? And sometimes you need to order by a trusting source. Places like e-commerce, sometimes e-commerce will give you some refund, right? And certain product, then you can look at the certification. There's certain certification. And of course, the customer support is very important. Look at the customer support and whether they are related, they are go direct to the manufacturing or the authorized seller. I think all this is a very, very important. It's a standard process. And I believe in future, some entrepreneurs will come up with a AI customer solution so that to help the customer to do all this steps. Of course, whether you believe in this AI services or not. Right? But I think we need to do this process on that, right? Yeah. So and the end of the day, you should not only look at the short term. A lot of services now. We talk about services. I'm not talking about product services. They will give you a lot of empty promise, right? Or you invest in this fintech. Chance have shared with us also just now. Oh, sure, your return is very high. With you can sleep at the same time, you can make money. This kind of a common message we pass on to people, right? Okay, and you don't need to do anything. You don't need to work hard. Give you the money, sure, you will make the money back. Kind of thing. So I think do your own research. Again, you can use AI to help you also. Okay, yeah. So using AI to do a checking, all these things, I think is important. Right? Yeah. So and this reason that I always mention that before you selling product, people must know who are you. This is also main reason why every Monday night, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. we are here. Okay, yeah. So we want to share with people that we are real people, and you can come to look for us every week. Okay, yeah. And our China customer is on 2 p.m. China time, right? Then Chance also will host a very interesting session demonstrating a different type of AI solution. So this is very important. And once people know where are you, and you're generating, want to providing services, AI services, then people can talk to you and meet up with you, right? Of course, there's certain services like try first. If okay, then you pay. You're going to see more of these services from. Of course, end of the day, the costing will be more expensive. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, any question about any suggestion for this interesting question asked from one of you? This fake one, fake services, and the real one. Any question? Any of you? Okay, yeah. So actually there's one some platform I want to share with all of you about you can go to the platform and check out whether the services is real or not. This is some platform. Okay, so anyone what is this kind of a platform? One of the platform is okay, yeah. Wilson is also give us a very interesting. U.S. government is planning to standardize and issue government support for. Let me check. Okay.
Yeah, I would like to take Wilson's question. Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily related to AI model development in China. I mean, the stablecoin is basically, the U.S. government's strategy to offset the inflationary, yield effect of the paper money, the U.S. dollar paper money, and try to, exercise the U.S. dollar's dominance in the crypto, economies in the future, right? So it's a really good strategy move by the Trump administration. I would argue they're really smart, and there are really smart crypto people behind the current administration, right? The Elon Musk and also Trump for sure. China government kind of need we make a trade off by banning the public trading between RMB fiat currency and the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency back in 2017, simply because there is like a trade-off, right? Otherwise, the China domestic finance will be ruined, will be manipulated by the scammers, and the whole country will be turned into the chaotic situation in terms of finance, all the monetary system. So China government did that with a good reason, but also we lost the opportunity to say, okay, China should also develop stablecoin, welcome private company to build stablecoin against the Chinese yuan, right? To peg against the and then use the same strategy as the current Trump administration doing, right? To exercise China's influence into the crypto industry. But there are one thing that I, because I know the China's central government's authority, and also the ECR, we call them the CBDC, Chinese CBDC, right? The ERMB team, they are actually handing out credits for funding innovation that if you build a project that require transacting between China's stablecoin, because in China the stablecoin business is a government controlled business. There is no private entity offering stablecoin to China government. There is only one authority, one entity, and then one like a centralized team who we encourage innovation startup to build cross-border settlement between the ECN, we call it the ECNY, right, versus other currency or fiats. So basically, this is something quite like invisible as of now, but because they are not really good in English. Because I met those guys and they gave me some kind of PDF or like, okay, here's a bunch of money. If you build something on top of the ECNY, you will be funded. So there are also such program in China already to encourage the builder, the Web3 builder, to build something based on China's government's recognized stable coin, which is the ECNY. So that's something that maybe more company in the Hong Kong crypto like a market, if there are positive news, you probably should check Hong Kong, right? Because that's where you get all the central China government support regarding the Web3, the crypto. Because the way the China government exercise and build Web3 industry is mostly via the experiments in Hong Kong. Yeah. Hope that answers your question.
Okay, thank you. In the chat also, I type the Trustpilot. It's a kind of platform you can go there and verify. Of course, they are not able to verify every single product on service in the world, right? And what Chance mentioned, Wilson bring up, right? The digital asset, okay? In fact, digital asset is also kind of product, right? Yeah. So and apart from that, you can go to the chat the company similar to Trustpilot, and of course the Google review, a lot of company using it in the Western world, using Google review to check out the company's review process also. Okay, yeah. So I think that is about that. So I hope that tonight we have give you a very clear, detailed overview about the product and design and how can we make use of AI to generate the innovative, intelligent innovation and intelligent product and services also. Okay, yep. So if no question, thank you very much, everyone. Okay, have a good evening. And for those who want to have a look of various AI demonstration, then you can visit our Wednesday afternoon 2 p.m. The Zoom meeting also. Okay, yeah, you can contact Chance, and Chance normally also posts up in our AI community.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I already sent you guys the event page, right? It's on Luma, Inky. Yeah, you can check, the event there and sign up. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Patrick.
Bye.
Good
Yeah.
evening.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.